9444 0809-444-0981. You can also watch us live as we're streaming on YouTube, youtube.com/Smooth FM Lagos. Just type Smooth FM Lagos in the search box and watch. Rotus?
All right. Yeah. So Zambia had an election that took place yesterday. I think we're going to be getting results in today. President Edgar Lungu going for, I believe, a third term or so. His opposition, I think his name is Hichalima. He's run for president like 5 or 6 times. But the main news coming out of Zambia is that they restricted WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, and a number of social media platforms during the election. And Fisayo, my thing is, 2021, we're still hearing. And it's not just Africa. I don't want to make it an African thing, because Myanmar and China and all these other countries are also, Belarus, they're all in this WhatsApp group, so to speak. We're still seeing restrictions, Fisayo, on social media. I guess, is that a recognition of what it means for changing governments or free speech? Well, what's your take on what's been happening in Zambia?
No, I don't think it's anything special. I think it's just an attempt by the government to prevent this country from running into chaos, right? I mean, the US did it, right? So restricted people's access to Twitter, and then banned some people from using Twitter because of some of those things, right? So I think it's just an attempt by the government to ensure that yes, they follow the footsteps of of what is happening globally, global trends, to ensure that yes, because the truth is that social media is a platform for organizing riots and protests and all of those kind of things, right? So if government wants to prevent some of those things from happening, you probably restrict access to social media, so that yes, people won't have access to some of the gathering information that they require, to organize themselves essentially, right? So people can just go vote, and then after voting, everybody comes back to normal. I guess that's the idea, right, behind them. But of course, it also means that when you talk like this, it also means that excesses of government, cannot be curbed, because some people with bad intention will use the same thing to suppress free speech and all of that. So that's where the slippery slope about what free speech is and what censoring of information really lies, right? So it's just difficult in 2021, because you don't know. I mean, like Governor Cuomo said, sorry, I just have to bring this in, right? When he was talking about him resigning, it was like he hugs, he kisses people on a normal day, but he didn't realize the extent to which the lines have been redrawn, right? That's what he said, right? But of course, proud to then, people have been, calling themselves homosexuals, and then they'll be hailing them, for doing that before now, right? So it doesn't make sense. So it's just a slippery slope to know, okay, at what point have you crossed the line, or where is the line now? Because you don't know where the lines are, essentially, again, right? So that's the general feel around, okay, this is how, control of social media, or control of free speech, or control of, of hate speech, or preventing riots, how do you do all of that, by putting all of these things together? So I think that's where the biggest challenges really lie. And of course, we've seen some of that, even right now, we're still trying to free Rebecca in Cameroon, because people do this. Governments, that wants to perpetuate themselves, do this and just go above the line, across different things. So I just think that it's difficult to say this is where the line really is now, Well,
and just for our viewers, you're referring to Rebecca. I think she's an entrepreneur, business person in Cameroon. Yeah. That's been Rebecca Enonchong, who has been detained by governments. I follow her on Twitter. I follow her tweets and so on. She was detained a few years ago. She's from Cameroon, right? She's Cameroonian.
Cameroonian, yeah. Yeah, she's Cameroonian.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so I also want to get your thoughts quickly on Move, which is doing this. If you can help us explain this vehicle finance program for Uber drivers in Nigeria.
Yes. So Move recently they announced a raise, right? And of course we're like, oh, okay, Move. Move essentially is a platform, or is it leverages technology to provide vehicle financing to drivers of ride-hailing businesses. And that's simply what they do, right? So it means that they look at your data as a driver on Uber platform, essentially, because that's where they are right now. They look at your data on Uber platform, and then those data will help them determine if they can lend to you, right? Some of the biggest problems that drivers face is that they don't have access to financing to improve the quality of their cars, right? So what Move is promising is that if you are essentially well behaved on the Uber platform, Move can pre-qualify you, to for vehicle financing, meaning that you can have access to loans from, or you can have access to brand new cars, not necessarily loans. While because you are driving a certain way, you're able to pay back, the loan based on your historical antecedents on the same platform, right? So that's essentially what they're doing, and they're able to access the loan at what they say is a fair interest rate of maybe between 8 and 12% or something like that. Some rate that is, I don't know how that works, right? So that's essentially what Move is.
All right, we have some messages. Can we just run through some of them? So this one, if you're listening, 0809-444-0981, that's the number to send messages. Goke from UK says, social media restrictions during elections could mean attempts to avoid social conflicts, but in the African context, is that really the case? Benga Kamu says, Fisayo, please tell us when the United States restricted social media. I'm not aware of such. Benga. Yinka Bolu says, well, before now, he said, wait, hold on. He said, well, before now, where Fisayo stands on the issue. However, I'm inclined towards agreeing with him, considering the level of not just fake news, but twisted headlines I see on social media recently. Funny thing, people do not click to read the news, they don't like headlines. And that's mostly the case. That's it.
All right, so what Benga Kamu is saying is, when did the United States as a government restrict social media, Fisayo?
No. Oh, okay. I mean, what I mean by government is that agencies of government, so essentially Twitter, Facebook, they are
not agents of government. Those are private companies.
I mean, no, they are not.
Are you actually insinuating that social media is a tool of government? No, it's not.
No. I'm saying that
don't mind you.
Specifically, Twitter specifically, right?
No,
they are extensions of the left wing of the government. I'll explain.
No.
Hold on, right?
Okay, we don't have time. We have other stories. So.
Okay. So let me just give an example, right? On Facebook, for instance, if you tweet or if you post something like "defund the police," it is allowed to fly. But if you say "defund the mask police,"
free speech, my guy, free speech.
No. But it's restricted. Donald Trump was kicked out of social media because of the things he said. So
President Buhari was kicked out because of that as well.
Exactly.
The tweet was removed.
In the US specifically. So you asked me specifically for the US,
yeah.
Right? Why do I think that US as a government restricted speech? I'm saying that when US acted in those ways over as a build up to the last election is an attempt by the government or by the by the left.
So you try
lie on this hill and stay and rest there.
Sure.
Never.
Please.
Oh, by the way, sorry, I have to correct something. Hold on, sorry. When you started the statement on social media, you actually said something, and I feel like it was misquoted. You didn't represent what you actually thought. But you said social media is a tool for organizing protests. It's not. Let's just say that it is not. It can be used for it, but it's not a tool.
Okay, yeah, of course it can be used. So what I'm saying is that when government acts like this, it can, because they know that election results, emotions are running high, right? Yes. Even the US, if you look at the riot on January 6th, it was largely
It can be used because it's social
organized
media
on Twitter, essentially, right?
Yeah.
So it can be used for it. So when you
Yeah.
restrict access to that, it means that you restrict access to a platform where people can organize some of those things.
Thank you so much.
NTAS protest, as legitimate as this, it was organized, it was fueled and sustained largely by actions on social media, right? So it's not like, well, yeah, I agree. It's not a tool for organizing protests, but it has been a viable tool, for organizing protests. Right.
And for other reasons. Sorry, Abdul Rahman has a question here. Say, how can I arrest a hacker that stole my money through a bank? And he named an app that they stole the money from.
Oh, I can't believe I forgot to mention that.
Should I mention the
Play Network? Yeah, Play Network now. No. He's passing president hacking the $600 million hacking. I think it's called
that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Polynet. So I can't believe I forgot to mention that story. Besides, you have it, the $600 million hack that happened on Tuesday or so. Then it was Poly Network. It's a decentralized finance network. They deal in crypto. They stole $600 million. They returned 240 million, and they said they did it for fun. Man, cybersecurity is scary.
I mean,
it's scary. It's like getting into the vault to tell you that's that vault you think was impenetrable. I can actually penetrate it, and that's what the guy insinuated. Yes. He started returning the money. He said he's not really interested in the cash. He said, "I'm happy." All right, okay. Anyway, I was going to quote what he said on that matter. He actually said, "I'm not very interested in the money." The hacker wrote, adding that it was always the plan to return the money.
So has he returned everything now? Has he returned everything though?
He's returning it gradually.
He has not.
Poly Network literally begged yesterday. When I read the statement, I was like, my goodness, like bringing the company to its knees.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
gosh, we're almost out of time. I don't know how much. If you can do this in 30 seconds.
It's going to bring out some of these controversial issues.
I find it controversial. We don't. We just know the facts.
Let's talk about technology, please. Move network, people that have raised money, that are changing lives.
Fisayo, very quickly. The Apple's child protection software to spy on our pictures to make sure we're not uploading child porn. Can you quickly talk about the privacy concern?
Of course. Apple is saying that they want to protect children by ensuring that people don't upload, child pornography or child content that they deem as child abuse. Again, this is some form of control. If you understand what I'm saying, these are some of the excesses we are seeing, right? But of course, while in trying to protect that, it means that you have to, to breach people's privacy because you're looking at the content of that they are uploading, and then you select based on your own wisdom that this one is child abuse. So, and then it restricts that. People are concerned that if you can do that for a content like that, right, it means I can do that for other things, right? So it's about spyware. It's about just different things that the technology can be used for, down the line. So like, no, those started. But of course, Apple has promised. You see, again, this is a tech giant promising that they won't extend or expand the technology beyond, that child pornography or child abuse type content. But hey, am I going to take Apple's word for it? I mean, I will probably not, because
why not?
Life happens. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the update is 14.7.1. They prompted me last night, so I guess that's what you're referring to. Thanks for that, Rotus.
All right. Good stuff. Fisayo, always a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Let's continue this conversation on the other side, Fisayo. How about that?
All right. Yes, we will.
Wait. Nigeria, sorry. The federal government says that they're going to remove the Twitter ban. I can't believe I'm forgetting all this. The federal government of Nigeria says in a matter of days, I don't know, we'll see, the Twitter ban could be lifted. And Twitter says they could open an office in Nigeria, but it may not happen until 2022. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, federal government needs Twitter to campaign for 2023. Again, this is what it is, but